Oh, we are live. Greetings, humans. Greetings and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods. That is, people, where bears live. Hope you are having a great weekend out there, enjoying it. Hopefully outside. Bear, I've got to apologize right up front here. Holy cow! It is pollen season out here for Bear. He is literally yellow right now. Not oriental, just covered in pollen. So I hope the old mute button works here. Might be clearing the throat a couple times here. So want to apologize ahead of time. Oi, 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 oi. It is definitely pollen season out there, people. Oi. Anyways, I hope you are having a great time out there. Pollen or no pollen, however it may be here, people. Great to see Amy here. Great to see Amy. All right. Actually, let me find, because there we go. There is the El Live-O Chatto. You know, we don't ignore our chat here at the Beer Channel. Not at all. Not at all. Oh yeah, people. We have some great stuff upcoming here. We got some news of the day. Always some campaign updates. Of course, your chats as well. But we always like to start things off, especially at the beginning of the month. Where the heck, man? I tell you, people, Beer took a little time away in January, and then all of a sudden February comes by, and it seems to end quicker than normal. For some reason, February. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Shouldn't there be like a couple more days in February? Nope. Already over. We're already into March, people. We are marching into March. So, you know what that means, people? That means it's time for the month of, people. The month of. Hello. Hey, P-Money, how are you? He says, hello, everyone. Chad appreciates it. Thank you, Amy. Steven, hello, what's up? What's up, my friend? Let's see, hello to everyone out here. Yes, indeed, people, it is the March month of, as we like to go through it here. It is Red Cross Month, people. Make sure your cross is red out there. Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month, no comment. Athletic Training Month, people. Make sure you are well trained. Unlike, oh my god, they're already losing 2-0 to the Canadians. P-Money, they're losing to the Canadians, man. I don't know. I mean, sometimes you got the Habs. Sometimes you got the Habs not out here. Need to get a little bit more athletic training from our lightning friend out here. Good to see Melissa as well. Good evening, Melissa. I hope you're doing excellent out here. Excellent in the new month of here. We got a really bad snowstorm this weekend here, and it's depressing, so I need Bear more than ever now. To cheer me up tonight. Well, you're putting a lot of pressure on Bear, old P-Buddy. A lot of pressure here. Because, people, it is National Cerebral Palsy Month. Probably Bear has a little bit of a cerebral palsy. It's also Celery Month as well. We'll get to that in just a second. National Brain Injury Month. Make sure your brain isn't damaged. National, people, it's something we can all get behind. A firm grasp out there for National Breast Implant Awareness Month. So make sure, especially if you watch your anime out there, make sure that you are aware of your breast implants out there. We want to give all those ladies a nice good hand out there. Not a round of applause, just a nice good firm uplifting out there. Maybe a little tweaking, a little motor boating out there as well. Breast Implant Awareness Month. I'm sorry, Melissa and Amy. That's how we start the show. We're trying to pick up old P-Money out here. He says, National Athletic Training Month, really helps us here in Canada during a snowstorm. Well, you can run in place. You can get, do they still do the Peloton? Is that gone by the wayside already? Maybe you can get one of those Apple Vision things and just kind of like run in place and makes you feel like you're in Hawaii or something like that. It is, people, I don't know, how do we pronounce this? I'm not even aware of endometriosis. We'll go with it, people. Be aware of it. Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month. Irish American Heritage Month, people. Bear recently learned. He's got a little bit of Irish in him, so, there we go. Bear can finally celebrate Irish American Heritage Month. National Cancer Awareness. Colorectal Cancer. Hold on, people. I'm blaming this on the pollen, really. Blaming it all on the pollen. National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. National Kidney Month, people. Be kind to your kids' knees out there. Asset Management Awareness Month. Make sure you're aware of your assets. That's right, ladies. Also for National Big Bosom Month out here. National Trisomy Awareness Month. I have no idea. National Social Work Month, people. National Women's History Month. That goes with the breast implant, I guess. It goes literally hand in hand out here. Amy says, bear four-leaf clover. Thank you. Thank you so much. National Sauce Month, people. National Noodle Month. National Frozen Food Month, people. People, it is National Flower Month. Also, National Credit Education Month. Make sure you're educated on your credit out there. National Craft Month. National Cheerleading Safety Month. I guess you gotta be safe of the gams out there for sure, definitely. I told you it was National Celery Month, people. National Caffeine Awareness Month. I gave up the soda for a little while. I gotta be more aware of my caffeine here. National Peanut Month. Is Jimmy Carter still alive? We should wish him a very happy National Peanut Month. National Umbrella Month. It's National Nutrition Month. And that's it, people. That is it for our months of, people. So make sure you are aware of all of these, including celery. And of course, we shall not forget. We will make sure you do not forget Breast Implant Awareness Month, people. Make sure you're aware of your boobs. Of your boobs out there. So, which, by the way, speaking of, we're a little bit, a couple days behind here. Let me find it here. Where was this? I need to bring this up so you are aware. I thought this was a very interesting one. Where am I? Come on, dear. Professional show one of these days. From Ars Techna. And I don't know how you pronounce her name. We'll just go with Sharon Harding. We'll go with that. Self-pay gas station pumps break across New Zealand as software can't handle leap day. I tell you, when your software can't handle leap day. I mean, at first it was Y2K, and now it's leap day. The freaking software out there, I tell you. P-Money says Umbrella Month, huh? How much rain do they think we get in March? I don't know. It either comes in like a lion, or it comes in like a bear. I don't know. Comes in like a lamb. Either or. Amy says, well then maybe some crypto news? No, not yet. Not yet. No, we won't do. We won't do crypto for you people. Not today. We got plenty of AI stuff though. Bear is turning the corner here. Turning that corner from crypto to AI. We're gonna go to the other scams out there. Today, not today, but the other day was Leap Day, meaning that for the first time in 4 years, it was February 29th. I knew they took away a couple days. That's normally a quirky astronomical factoid. But that unique calendar broke the gas station payment systems across New Zealand for much of the day. As reported by numerous international outlets, self-serve pumps in New Zealand were unable to accept credit card payments due to the problem with the gas pump's payment processing software. Try saying that 3 times fast. That's why Bear's a professional. The New Zealand Herald reported that the outage lasted more than 10 hours. This effectively shuttered some gas stations, while others had to rely on in-store payments. The horror. The outage affected suppliers, including a number of these places here, but has reportedly been fixed. We hope so. In-house payment solutions such as BP fuel cards and the Wait-a-mo-mo app reportedly still worked during the outage. As reported by Bloomberg, New Zealand is one of the first countries to experience February 29th. How is that possible? Quadrennially, because of its location. The gas pump breakdown sent stakeholders? Do they hold on to stakes? I would love to be a stakeholder one day, just holding on to some nice prime beef. Going into a frenzy, much like Bear would if he had some steak in his claws, as they tried to resolve the problem caused by software being unequipped to process the bonus day, people. So there you go. You know, if you're relying on your AI out there, probably going to fall down on February 29th. So at least every 4 years, every quadrennially, whatever, you could outsmart our AI overlords, people. Outsmart them all. There you go, people. I wanted to just kind of start off with that one. What was her name? How do you pronounce that? Scarron. Sharon? I'm going to go with Sharon. What the heck? Why not? I don't care. Whatever. Ars Technica. For crying out loud. Let's see. The end of fossil fuels coming because of leap days was not on my bingo card. Welcome to 2024, man. Welcome to 2024. There you go. Oh, good to see Derby out here. It is a bear-tastic stream. I hope so. I really hope so. Great to have you here. It's March now. The leap year thing pretty much fixed itself. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. I sure hope so. I sure hope so, people. All right, we actually got some campaign updates. Let's go ahead, jump right on into it as soon as Bear grabs a drink. The pollen is getting to Bear here. If Bear happens to sneeze during the program, I apologize ahead of time. Ahead o' time, people. As we always do, trying to check in. Oh, it moved up a little bit. Congratulations, sir. Uncle E out here, CyberFrog 3 Red Extermination. He got, finally. It took a little bit, man. I'm wondering if maybe he came out with another cover or something. 602,838. So there you go. All right, good job. What's that? 45,000 backers. Good job, sir. Good job. So hopefully we can keep moving on up. Not to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky, but just moving on up as far as the monetary situation goes there. So congratulations, sir. Congratulations. But we actually have, gosh dang it, let me get out of it. Too many windows, people. Too many gosh darn windows for beer. I'm getting freaking confused, man, because we actually got an update here from old awesome Aaron out here. That's indeed. That would be Aaron Lopresti. Kit Carter hits 30. Well, she still looks great. I mean, doesn't look a day over 29, much like a bear out here. So, it still looks hot. Don't worry about it, Kit Carter. It's all good. It's all good. It's just a day. It's just a year. It's just a mental thing. Mental thing out there. He says, hey, everyone. Hey! Pages 1 through 30 of the Kit Carter Planet Doom graphic novel are now officially with the inker. That would be Matt Ryan. Pages 1 through 20 are now officially with the colorist. Oh gosh, dang it! Are we allowed to say it? Is this like what's the with Voldemort or whatever? Is this Kelsey Shannon out there? Are we allowed to say his name? If Bear says Kelsey Shannon 3 times, Kelsey Shannon, does he appear like out of nowhere? I don't know, people. I don't know. He is a mystery to us all. But some great colors. Check it out. Oops, not that. Well, not doing bad at all. 109,000. Congratulations, sir. But meant to do this one. Some great colors. I really like that. I think that's it really pops, especially her blue uniform there. I think it pops up against a lot of the sort of orange and red. So there you go. I like it. I like it very much. Page 31 is on the board, rather. And when I finish page 32, I'll send you a sneak peek of that page. Ooh. I'm within 2 pages of being on schedule with the graphic novel, and if February hasn't shorted me a couple days, I knew it. Gosh, dang it, people. That dang February. He says he would be right on schedule. Blame the calendar out there, sir. Blame the calendar. Thank you all for your continued support and help spread the word as Beer does. As we close in on the last 2 months of the campaign, exclamation point, Empire delivers, exclamation point. So there you are, people. 2 months. So let me go back to it real quick here. So you got 2 months, people, to get on the Kit Carter bandwagon. 109,000. So let's get that up, people. 1,187 backers. You could actually, well, you'd have to spend quite a bit there, but you could almost push it over 110. That might be a possibility out there, people. Kit Carter had a leap year too. I know, right? It's screwed everywhere. New Zealand, it's screwed up. It screwed up beer. Kit Carter. I mean, everybody. Why do they just put 31 days in there and everything would be fine, or 30? But I don't know. Whatever it is, whatever the case may be, people. Yes, indeed. All right, people. You know. Well, let me grab a drink. There we go. I gotta pace myself here. Beer has to pace himself. Oops, that's not the right one. Not the right one at all. There we go. Because, people, we're going to need to sing it together here. Get your voices ready. On a 1, on a 2, on a 3. That's right, we've got an update. That would be the ghosts. That'd be the ghosts of Matacumba Key. Monster Island, I mean. I thought it was the ghosts. Monster Island, people. Close enough. Close enough out here. It is your next vacation spot. I mean, I'm sure they airlines daily to Monster Island out there. A vacation on Monster Island where everything is bigger. Including the breast implants, apparently. And the fit. Wait a minute. Come on now. This ain't right. This ain't right at all, man, Graham. I can tell that ain't a real fish. That's a little bit of photoshopping, man. Bear knows his fish. Bear knows his fish out here. That is completely photoshopped. You could kind of tell basically with the shadows out there. The shadows upside down, so that wouldn't quite work at all. But I'm not sure that fish. Not sure that fish is quite that big, people. The Godzilla, probably. Yeah, I mean, I could figure the Godzilla. Yeah, that's totally legit out there. But the fish, I don't think the fish is that big. That's one of those. It's one of those fisherman stories out there where the fish keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And take a look at it, you're like, wait a minute, that's been photoshopped. I can tell the difference. The fish is upside down in the shadow, for crying out loud. Sure, who doesn't want to fish in Godzilla-infested waters? Well, it's kind of like the sharks. The sharks chase away the fish. So if you're, in front of the fish and the sharks, you're probably going to catch a whole school of fish out there. I mean, you got to watch out for the shark that's about to eat you, but hey, plenty of catching for the old fish out there. So your ultimate getaway awaits, he says, fishing, sunshine, adventure, romance, and even death, people. Even death. That's what you want when you're going on vacation. We bear no responsibility for your demise, says Graham out there. He says, happy Friday, Monster Kids. Oh, very cool. Actually, I did this the last time, didn't I? Yeah, there you go. There's some artwork from him. This campaign has built-in stretch goals from Sales 1. He says enhanced paper, spot UV bookmark, and a sticker came with every order. Now it's time to bump it up, he says. At 80K, everyone will be getting an Escape from Monster Island mini print. Very cool. At 100K, I'm adding 8 more pages to the Return of Monster Island, bringing the total count to a whopping 80 pages. It's a short story called A Kirby Cigar, a satirical look at the comic book industry, which I think you'll enjoy very much, I bet. It's been looking for a place for the story. I've been looking for a place for the story for some time, he says. And what better place than a comic inspired by Jack Kirby? Just 23 days left. I hope. We've got more than 23 days in March, right? Bears are notorious for not knowing their time. But I believe we have more than 23 days in March, so you better get on it, people. 23 days left. Have you backed the most fun comic you'll read all year yet, he asks. Well, I still need to get... Bear still needs to do, what was it? Joe Frankenstein. I gotta get through those. Still waiting. Still waiting on the Ghost. How could I forget the Ghost? So, I may just kind of sit down and read all three together. I think they lead into this one here. I appreciate each and every one of you, says Graham. Have a great weekend, my friends. That's Graham. There you go. There you are. So that's some nice, beautiful artwork there from him. Looking pretty good. Looking really good, people. Very good. The sky looks touched up too. They probably removed all the clouds around Godzilla, says Amy. Well, I don't know. Don't know about that. I'm just not really sure about that fish. It didn't look quite right at all out there. From Gary Shipman. Are we allowed to even talk about Gary Shipman? Has poor Gary been kicked out of Comicsgate? I have no idea, people. Titan 3 is 20% fulfilled. Hi, all. Hi, Gary. I've started the fulfillment on Titan Mouse 3. Very cool. And the campaign is now 20% fulfilled, so keep your eyes on your mailbox. Well, unless there's a bear out there, then you might want to run. Plus, the Packens Land 25th Anniversary Issue Number 6 campaign is now live, so there you go. Guy gotta get stabbed. He's holding it. One thing, if a wild animal is trying to eat you, you just grab it by the snout. That is a technique that you can use out there, people, if you're ever in danger. That and just taking that knife right to the throat. Right to the throat. Hey, kids! Hey, kids, here. We're going to stab this guy right in the face. Right in the face. Thank you all for your continued support. Your friend in comics. That would be Gary Shipman, people. Gary Shipman. Alright, people. I'm going to give you a wild guess. Wild guess out there. What the next campaign update might be. It's going to be a campaign that we haven't heard much from. Especially from a long time. I'll give you a little hint. The guy always looks like somebody stole his sandwich. That's the avatar that he puts up. I'll let everyone take a guess while Bear takes a drink here. Gotta take a drink. Frickin' pollen out there. Frickin' pollen. Gets to Bear. He is completely yellow. Completely yellow. Not oriental, people. Just covered in pollen out here. Covered in pollen, people. Oops, I'm sorry. Well, there goes that. What's a doodle? Charlie Brown Avenger-esque, Amy. No, not quite. Not quite. Where is it? Come on, man. No, that would be from the seldom heard from. That would be Antonio Bryce. Somebody stole his sandwich out here, people. He's got a March update for you good people. He says, hello, everyone. By the way, Antonio, you're not updating every month, so it's not like a March update. It's like, oh yeah, here's an update for the past, 6 months or whatever it's been. Hello, everyone. Hello. I should have the last colored pages within the next 2 weeks. I did want to show you the finished cover from, I don't know, how do you pronounce this, people? Francesco Tormacelli. I should have him. Bear was trying to make pizza today, so I should have him help Bear out here. People would say, bears make pizza? I have to use some special cheese out there, because Bear is lactose, so intolerant of the lactose out here, people. Anyways, there is the new cover. Holy cow, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 paragraphs here. Oy. Do we really want to read all this? I don't know, man. Should we? And the covers are looking good. We'll get this eventually. Essentially, something happened along the way where, Ethan Van Skyber out here, he was supposed to do a cover. I don't know what happened. I don't know if Antonio backed out or if Ethan backed out, but, people were expecting to get that cover. They weren't. They're not. They're going to be getting the cover there that you see on the left, so... he spends the next couple paragraphs explaining all that. And I really don't want to get too much into it, but well, here I'll show you guys. There you go. It's really long, people. It's long as hell. I don't really feel like getting into all that stuff, but there we go. There's some pretty art. It looked like also Kanan White also left. I think he left quite a while ago, probably about a year and a half or so. So yeah, anyways, there we are. P-Money says, I admit the art looks cool. The art in Brand 1 was excellent. The story, I can't. It was a guy that I assume kind of an avatar for Antonio Bryce. He gets magical powers, and he can transform into kind of a slender fella there. And he goes around and he was battling magic creatures in like the bayou, but it took us, I don't know, 20 odd pages to get there, like 4 or 5 different, you thought main characters, and no, it's not this main character, it's another main character. I still couldn't. I have no idea. I had no idea whatsoever. I just wanted to get it for the Kanan artwork. And then Kanan leaves. You don't get an Ethan cover, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So there we go. There we are. There's a story, asked Amy. Somewhere along the lines, it's one of these things where it's like, Bear keeps trying to say this. You want to have a simple story but complex characters. You don't want to have complex characters in a super complex story. It sounds like they were trying to do like, you always hate that, where it's the first book and it's like, okay, this stuff will pay off in like book 5, and it's like, it'll be 2053 before that actually comes out. So, just come out with a good origin story, come up with some good characters out there, leave it on a good note. It doesn't have to leave it on a cliffhanger, but leave it on a good note where people are still wanting a little bit more out of it. But hey, they got a good story out of it. That wasn't Brand at all. Brand was, man, oh man, was that confusing. I will try to, if you're listening to this after the fact, I'm going to leave the video in the description, hopefully, for you guys. You can check it out. One of Bear's more interesting book reviews that he did, because, man, oh man, it was very, very interesting. Very interesting out there. So, there is time travel involved in this story. So not only is it a complex story, they also throw time travel in, and unless you really know what you're doing, time travel is always just... it's like a murky pit that you just kind of get stuck in. And it's like, oh gosh, dang it. So anyways, there you go. There you are. What was his name? Francisco Pizza Maker. Francisco Tormacelli out here. So, there you go. That's the one off to the left. And who did the one off to the right? Let's see. That might be Kanan. That might be... no, hold on. What does that say? Percy. Let's see. Did he put that in there? I don't know, man. It's 5 paragraphs long, and I'm not going to go through it all. But there you go. Brand... The March update, it's coming eventually, one of these days, we'll see. Next 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, I don't know, something along those lines, man. Something along those lines out here. P-Money says he is being sarcastic. What, about the artwork? No, the artwork looks fine. The artwork's fine, I don't have a problem with the artwork. It's fine. It's fine, no issue with the artwork. It was always kind of very action-oriented, at least from Kanan, so, very interesting there. So, anyways, there is that. Let me get rid of that. Do the thing with the thing, get back to it, because we've actually got some updates here for you good people. movie updates here. Of course, everybody's talking about The Old Dude 2, Pit 2, out here, which really, man oh man, that is... People, this is literally going to be the... I mean, I say this kind of ironically, but it's going to be the biggest movie of the year. It's literally probably going to be the only big movie of the year. Can you think of any other big movies that are coming out this year? They either all got delayed by, you know, the Wu flu, the actors strike, whatever. Dune was actually supposed to come out last year. I want to say Thanksgiving, maybe? Thanksgiving, Christmas time, something like that. They delayed it because none of the actors were going to be on the red carpet for this. So they decided to come out in March, and that's going to be the last time you're going to see it because no other movies are going to be out here. From Deadline out here, Anthony D'Alessandro. Dune Part 2 heading to an opening around $76 million. A on CinemaScore, and it's got an update here for you good people. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. P.Y. says, oh yeah, I always liked his artwork. Yeah, Cannon does a great job. Apparently he's working with Rippin now. I don't know if he's drawing or if it's just kind of like an art director. I think he went off and did some covers for like Marvel or DC or something like that. So I don't know. We always enjoyed Kanan. Always a good fella out there. And then just kind of like a lot of the folks out there kind of just dropping off the map there. So hey, hopefully you can do good with. I heard Rippa. Let's see. I think it was VM the last time. I didn't have a chance before the show started, but they were talking about his new venture that he's doing. So he's doing like a shipping. He's doing his own kind of fulfillment out there. So interesting. That's going to be interesting to kind of check out. Kind of depending on if you're an artist out there and if you want to maybe, fulfill it yourself, you could. Or you could turn it, I kind of wish that there was kind of a best, a better business bureau for Comicsgate, where some of the people came together and says, okay, these companies are worth checking out, whether it be printing or fulfilling or, whatever. So nice to see Rip. Maybe he's finally found his groove here. Maybe instead of doing the comics, maybe he can go ahead and just do shipping, fulfillment out there. So might be something interesting to check out. Beer really hasn't looked too much into it, but I thought that was kind of interesting. So there we go. There's the Dune out here with the. I don't know, man. Tremors did it better. Bear went there. He already went there. Kevin Bacon, the Tremors movie. If you're gonna have massive worms underneath the ground eating people, I mean, can you really go wrong with Tremors? I mean, maybe Tremors 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, but the original one with Kevin Bacon, excellent movie out there. Very good B movie. Very good B movie. Alright, Legendary Entertainment. Warner Brothers' Dune Part 2 is shaping up at the moment this weekend to take in around $76 million. Though not at that $80 million expectation of the industry was putting on it. That is a terrible sentence. They were expecting $80 million. It came in a little bit less. That's alright. They say it's still wonderfully 85% over Dune Part 1. Had a $41 million opening, which was damped down by the Wu flu and the Pix availability on HBO Max. Man, it's been so long ago that it's just Max now. Friday came in with $32.2 million, which included previews. And the last time we saw a Friday with previews north of $30 million was at the end of October with Universal Blumhouse Five Nights at Freddy, posting a $39.6 million, which turned into an $80 million opening. I don't know if you guys remember that, but the same people here at Deadline were poo-pooing Friday Night at Freddy's. It's like, oh yeah, it's a one-off, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Nothing to really, take a look at. Now, they came out with And that was, let's see, $7 million more than Dune came in. That would be Friday nights. Uh, uh, oh, great. Oh, Dune 2. Oh, it's the best. Oh, it's the wonderful. We love Timothy Chalamet or whatever his name is. But Friday Night at Freddy's, they were just, poo-pooing all the time. So it's always interesting to kind of see that kind of twist there where they kind of, I mean, I'm sure a lot of it was Warner Brothers Legendary probably spent a whole lot of money on advertising, especially through Deadline. So of course they're going to talk it up. Where Universal, Blumhouse, they probably didn't spend that much. I mean, Blumhouse is kind of a low budget movie studio out there. So they probably didn't spend a whole lot on advertising. So Deadline was like, boo hiss, boo hiss. Let's see. Dune Part 2's Friday is also just under that of Oppenheimer, which was $33 million. I actually saw something where they were doing they were interviewing each other. It was Christopher Nolan and Denis Villeneuve out there. They were kind of interviewing each other, talking about IMAX, and I thought that was really interesting. We need more of those sort of stuff, where it's just kind of the directors kind of chit-chatting about what great movies out there. So two really great filmmakers out there, some interesting stuff. So although Oppenheimer, man oh man, God, 4.5 hour long movie. They blew up, spoiler alert, they blew up the atomic bomb. And then there was like another hour and a half. It's like, come on, man, can we get to the ending already? Black and white, all that sort of stuff, yada, yada, yada. I hear that Dune Part 2 is going to have a great Saturday. Already, as of this AM, Warner's had $13.5 million bagged for Saturday. He says, I understand that they're up 30% over the pure Fridays. The sequel had an excellent 80% definite recommend and an 80% definitely see in a theater. IMAX. On Friday, close to half of the audience bought their ticket day day of, indicating strong walk-up business. They're always surprised about this. Like, there's a big movie coming out, and people go to the theater and buy it that day. Shocking. Strange. At the end of the day, Dune Part 2 is a box office blessing. Make no mistake, Cinema's score is a solid A ahead of Dune's A-. Post-track is still high at 5 stars, 94% positive. That's enough spice to keep this sci-fi epic space worm movie going. But the worms aren't in space, though. They're in the ground. You can see that there. They're in the ground. I mean, Tremors wasn't a freaking space. Well, wait a minute. Hold on now. Tremors 7. Worms in space. Worms in space. They're in. Okay, they got the ISS up there, and they're like experimenting on worms, and they have a big solar flare or something like that, and all of a sudden the worms escape and they become giant and they're floating through. There we go. Tremor 7. Worms in space. I already did it, man. A bear just wants his 10%. That's all. You're welcome out there, people. You are welcome. P-Man says, I'm on the fence when it came to Dune. I liked it, but didn't love it. Yeah, I was just gonna wait for both of them to come out on streaming, so. I'm sorry, people. Beer is not a huge Dune fan. The David Lynch movie was really interesting. What was that? Sting and all the others out there. That was a pretty cool movie. But I mean, it's like it's another one of these just like soap operas in space. What would it be? Kind of like a palace intrigue, that sort of deal. I mean, it doesn't even need to be sci-fi. It could be just fantasy type stuff. It really is fantasy. Let's be honest. Dune is more fantasy than sci-fi. But hey, worms in space. That's sci-fi. There you go. There you go, people. There you go. Well, if you're on the fence for Dune, Peabody, I want to ask you, are you... Whoops, not that one. Bear, crying out loud. One of these days. Professional show. Are you on the fence for Superman Legacy. There's James Gunn out there. Lover of children. Superman Legacy is now just Superman. Oh, wow, that's a... Man, oh man, a brain trust up there. The brain trust. It went from Superman Legacy to just now plain Superman. You know, people are going to get confused. They're going to get confused with the original movie out there. They need to have like a Superman exclamation point. Should be a Superman exclamation. Superman, question mark? Superman. Yo, watch this movie. Superman is now Superman. Director and DC Studio Chief James Gunn has revealed. Overjoyed to be announced. Oh, for crying out loud, overjoyed. You're just announcing. You're just announcing the title, which you just took off just half of it. You X'd out half of it, and you're like, I'm overjoyed. Listen, it took a whole brain trust of us like 2 weeks to figure this out, but I'm overjoyed now to be announcing the start of principal photography on Superman! Exclamation point. They should just make it all in caps. There you go. That's how you differentiate. Superman, all in caps. Today, February 29th, which just so happens to be Superman's birthday. Who knew? Gunn wrote on Instagram. He's on Instagram? I thought he was on, what was that, Threads? Oh, yeah. I guess nobody's there at Threads, so we had to go back to Instagram. When I finished the first draft of the script, by the way, sir, when did you finish that script? People would like to know because, you were working on it, and then the writers went on strike. So, if you finished the script while the writers were on strike, man, that's not going to look for the guild. So, I guess it's helpful that you're a studio head out there. I called the film Superman Legacy. By the time I locked in the final draft, it was clear the title was Superman. Making our way to you July 25th. July 2025, rather. Still gotta wait a while. Still not sure if that's coming out. Here. The first title in a revamped DC slate overseen by Gunn and the Saffron. Superman will follow the superhero of the same name. What? No way. Wonder if they should have Superman and have a totally different head there. As he looks to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing, he is the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way, guided by human kindness in a world that sees kindness as old-fashioned. I got the violin playing right here. David Corn Sweat and the old horse face, yada yada yada. Gunn is directing from his own script, which draws on characters created by Jerry Siegel and Joel Shuster. The Saffron produces the pick, slated for July 11th. Currently, it's the only film set for that date, opening 1 week out after Garth Edwards' Jurassic 4. That's going to be interesting. 1 week after Paramount's new take on the Naked Gun. Oh my god. Oh no. 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 Oh, why? Just murdering everyone's childhood. And Marvel's The Fantastic Four, which is poised to launch the week after that. I'm wondering if we should just, pump up Jurassic World 4. Regardless of the quality out there. I think Garth Edwards is going to do great as a director, but, man, oh man, I wonder if you could kind of pump up Jurassic World and take away from the old Gun out here. They're going to make a new Naked Gun? No, they're going to make a new take on the Naked Gun. Why? Just let it be, man. Let it be. Oh, man. That hurt. That really hurt. I'm sorry, people. I'm hurt. I need to take a drink here. Of more than just water. God, I wish I had a shot. Oy. The Naked Gun. The only way that they can make it, they need to, because everyone else is dead. Wait a minute. Hold on, people. Everyone else is dead. I mean, literally. Leslie Nielsen. What's her name? Elvis's wife, Priscilla. Priscilla Presley? The only one that's still alive. People. Oh my God. The only one still alive is O.J. Simpson. Wait a minute, people. Wait a minute. Did O.J. Simpson kill everyone so he could take on the Naked Gun? Man, people. Bears. I had no. Listen, people. I'm just sitting here reading. Da 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 da. Holy cow! O.J. Simpson might have killed everybody just so they could make a new Naked Gun all by himself. Man, oh Manischewitz. Holy cow. That's something to think about, people. Definitely something to think about, people. Yes, indeed. Lover of children, James Gunn. There you are. All right. Oh, by the way, Matt Grobar from Deadline. So moving from Deadline to Variety, people. Variety. We were talking about this. We've been kind of talking about this. We're talking a little bit about the, where is it? The Solora AI text to video. Bear was reading something today where it was Tyler Perry. He was going to be putting in like a $300 million, $800 million studio. All of a sudden he sees the Solara here. Like, okay, scrap that. So all the people that were gonna, be building the studio, all the, once it get built, all the set designers, everybody, all that sort of stuff, they're throwing all that away, taking $800 million off of the table, all those jobs away. He's gonna do AI. He's gonna do, was it Medina 7 out there. All in AI. All he's got to do is put on the wig and the dress, and everything else behind him is just going to be AI, him, her, whatever. So there you go, people. So we're kind of keeping an eye, a steady eye, people out here. People are asking about crypto. No, we've moved on from crypto. Crypto was a grift, a couple years ago. Now it's AI, people. It's the AI's the new grift out here. From Variety and Caroline Gardenia, they're going to embrace AI to unbreak Hollywood, a retiring CEO. So if anyone gathered last week at the annual Hollywood Professional Association Tech Retreat, gosh dang it, I probably lost my invite in the mail here. Let's see. Expected Jeff Rosica to make what was likely his last speech as CEO of Avid, which is kind of an editing house. A muted goodbye. They were sorely mistaken. Well, editing and also video cameras. I think we're at the edge of a disastrous time if we aren't careful. I totally agree. We need to get rid of all the woke stuff. He warned a crowd of about 700. At a February 22nd address at the annual confab held at the Westin Ranchero Mirage outside Palm Springs. Sounds like a nice place. I bet you can get some great tacos out there. As leaders and, once again, stakeholders. Gotta hold on to that steak. We've got to work together like we never have before to fix what I think is a growing industry-wide mess, he says. Speaking with blunt candor, benefiting a decades-long membership of the HPA community, with one foot out of the door in one of his top jobs, Rosica offered a data-packed assessment of the industry punctuated with a counterintuitive conclusion. I'll say, I mean, they came up with some stuff here. Let me see, where is it here? They were asking people, like, okay, should we do AI in Hollywood? And everybody's like, no, probably not. And even as time went on, even after the strike concluded, they were trying to write some of the AI stuff out. There's still some issues. AI can simply be feared as a job stealer. Talk to Tyler Perry. I'm not afraid of taking anyone's job away. Oh boy. Man, oh man, I'm glad you guys got that contract done with all the writers and the actors out there. Now he says, I'm not afraid of taking anyone's job away. We have to take away work to get efficiency so that people can do more. says the guy that's stepping out with a gold parachute. The observations were stunning, coming from the head of Evid, the post-production tech developer behind such tools as yada yada yada. Last fall, days after Evid was acquired for $1.4 billion by an affiliate of a private equity firm, the veteran revealed plans to retire in the first half of 2024. So of course he can say, yeah, gosh, we need to get rid of all these jobs, efficiency, yada yada yada. Rosica is in the process of winding down and working towards the transition as Evid chooses its new chief executive, yada yada yada, da 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 da. He joined the company in 2013, blah 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 blah. While the industry has navigated massive technological transitions in the past, such as analog to digital, Rosica believes the level of change that exists today is without precedent, citing a perfect storm of conditions ranging from technology, artificial intelligence, and business models to the operating procedures, a shift from familiar workflows, and pressures on the overall ecosystem and his bottom line, one would assume. I'm going to bet there are more technological shifts going on today than all of the other technological shifts that have happened in our industry in the last 50 years. With contract negotiations between the IATSE, this is the Teamsters out there, set to begin in the first week of March, Rosica also took a moment to express his hope that organizational leaders will find a way to avoid another strike. Well, you should have waited until afterwards before you said you're going to take your jobs away. Ay, 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 ay. Anyways, there is that. They go on here. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's down there in the description, but yeah, hey, that AI, it ain't so bad after all. We're gonna go ahead and replace a bunch of people, and you should like it. You should enjoy it, people out there. So, I know a lot of people are hateful of Hollywood, hateful of a lot of the woke stuff out there, but there are a lot of crafts people, like the Teamsters out there, workers out there that work on movies. That when you get rid of either their jobs or the movie industry out there, die Hollywood die. You're going to have a lot of people out of jobs, and they might not necessarily agree with the whole woke situation. So, something to consider out there, people. Something to consider for you good people. Let's see, Melissa says, it's funny. I couldn't think of anyone that could play Frank Drebin like Nielsen. I did a search for deadpan comedic actors. Oh boy. And the first thing that popped up was a picture of Leslie Nielsen, who was in his early youth. He was a straight dramatic actor. Look at some of the early Twilight Zone stuff. He was a very, very straight dramatic actor, and it was really the TV series that kind of turned him into comedic actor. We love him now as a comedic actor. Airplane, the Naked Gun movies, some of the other ones out there. Great comedic actor. I don't know. Who would you pick, Melissa? Let's see. Who would you pick? Let's see. Next, I found out that they were planning on giving the role to Liam Neeson. A pretty intense. They're going to go from Leslie Nielsen to Liam Neeson. Interesting. That would be. I don't know. Maybe he could pull it off. I can see. I always get them confused anyway. So you might as well put Liam Neeson in there. We'll give it a go. Well, listen, people, I'll give you this. We'll give Naked Gun. Hopefully, you don't see too many comedies out there. We'll give Naked Gun a shot. We'll also give Jurassic World a shot out there. So hopefully, instead of the boycotting, I still don't think Superman's coming out. But instead of boycotting Superman, you say, hey, instead of Superman, let's just go check out Jurassic World. Let's go check out Naked Gun. One of those. So there you are, good people. There you are. All right, I had a couple others here. I don't know if I should get into it here. It's getting a little bit late here. Let's see. That bit with Liam Neeson. Oh, pardon me. The bit from Liam Neeson trying to buy tricks from Ted the Bear was pretty funny. Yep, he probably does have a good comedic bow. I don't know. He would seem a little old though. I know. Leslie Nielsen was when the movies came out was getting up there, but I don't know. Listen. How many Taken movies can they make? I mean, Taken 12. It's like, hey, girl, just get you an air tag for crying out loud. I'm getting tired of trying to find you every time you go to Europe. Crying out loud. So yeah, maybe he's getting tired of all the action movies and wants to move over to comedy. I'm trying to remember, did he do any other comedies? I don't know. Would you count Darkman as a comedy? You could maybe count Darkman as a dark comedy out there, people. We'll go with it. We will definitely go with that here. Yes, indeed. Well, yeah, I've got some. Well, we will just show. We'll just show the whole the news story here, and I'm just not gonna make any comments whatsoever. No comments from El Barrow whatsoever, because the last time he made a comment, boy oh boy, did his video get put into the ether by the old YouTube. So that's all right. We are over target and getting flack. So it's kind of interesting. Bear's previous video there, talking about some of the Google stuff, got a couple of unsubscribes out there. So that was kind of interesting. But then he puts it on the other channel and it's get like 20 views within a couple hours. So go figure. Don't know how really that works, but there you go. There was from the New York Post out there. Maybe next time. Maybe we'll do this the next time. The other thing, I meant to do it this time. But need to get going on the StreamYards. Need to get going on that. So the next show, it might just be kind of Bear trying to figure out StreamYards and getting that together. So if you ever had the opportunity and want to talk to a bear, it might be your time the next time. So we'll get that figured out and maybe be able to bring on some other people, some other artists out there. Get a little bit of a variety of different people, other than just. I mean, Bear can hold his own out here, but I've been wanting to do kind of some interviews, or maybe not even just interviews, maybe just kind of just chit-chatting. I wanted to get maybe a couple people in here for whenever we do. That might be the next thing that I might do this as a poll. Wanted to get a couple people in for the watch-along. So if you have an idea out there for a watch-along, I've kind of narrowed it down. James Bond, maybe? Star Trek? Maybe some of the Paul Verhoeven movies, like RoboCop or Starship Troopers, or I really would like to do, the Arnold one. Oh God, why am I drawing a blank here? Total Recall. Come on, Bear, Total Recall, the name Total Recall. If you have an idea out there and you want to see that, might want to do that. But might want to bring in a couple people. I'd love to bring in Matt Cawson. Love to give his take on some of the, especially some of the great 80s movies out there. So if you have an idea of either someone you would like to hear, or just maybe a movie out there, let Bear know. Let him know. Melissa says, Leslie was unique. He had a dead straight delivery, but he never felt dark or sarcastic. Yeah, that's way too much in today's comedy. That, and I really hate, I'm sorry, people, but I really hate these sort of, like, cringe comedy. That's so awkward. I really don't. In just, like, very, small little bits, I can enjoy that, but never really enjoyed. Yeah, we need to get back. That's why I'm, like, a little kind of iffy on a brand new one of those. But yeah, Naked Gun. I'm hoping for the best, people. Hoping for the best out here for a Naked Gun movie. All right, P-Money, how did Bear do? Did he entertain the snowed-in P-Money up here? I need to know that before we check out. But want to say thank you to everybody, including the Lesters. Steven, I hope you're still around. Hope you come back as well here. P-Money, of course. Derpy, great to have Derpy here. And of course, all of our Russian bots and lurkers out there. We appreciate each and every one of you. Well, I guess I didn't keep P-Money entertained. I guess he checked out the last minute here. Probably gonna go watch the gosh darn Canadians beat up on my Lightning. So Beer needs to go and cheer on that, eat some pizza, all that other good stuff. So once again, want to thank everybody. We try to do this every Wednesday and Saturday, 8 o'clock. Be there and be square. But you know what, people? All this talk about pizza is making Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr. Good night, everybody.